Fallout Handy Guide to Perks. As with other Fallout titles, Fallout 4 still retains its 7 primary special attributes, which affect your base stats and perks. Some examples include Endurance, affecting your health and action points, or Agility, which affects VATS and your sneak ability. Your special attributes and XP level are intimately linked to perk progression. Each perk requires points in at least one special attribute. The more powerful the perk, the more points it requires. For example, the Iron Fist perk needs 1 point in strength, while the Pain Train perk requires 10. Functional perks. There are some incredibly useful early game perks. Focus on these perks first before leveling the more superfluous perks. Scrapper. Although it requires a hefty 5 intelligence off the bat, it is well worth the cost, as it yields screws, copper, and aluminium when breaking down armor and weapons. The second level of this perk will also potentially give nuclear material, fiber optics, and circuitry. Local Leader. This perk focuses on building up settlements. This perk gives you the ability to build workstations and stores at your settlements for bartering. Whether it's weapons or even medical supplies, stores offer easy access to all your everyday supplies. Offensive perks. They say the best defense is a good offense. Aim for these perks if you want to focus on attacking first and asking questions later. Gun Nut. If crafting ranged weapons is your passion, you'll definitely want to spec into Gun Nut early. This perk allows you to access powerful gun modifications like the accelerated barrel for the minigun or the long recon scope for the sniper rifle. Blacksmithing. If the satisfying crunch of melee combat suits your fancy, then blacksmithing is the way to go. Similar to Gun Nut, this perk focuses on upgrades to melee weapons like the heating coil for the Power Fist. Pain Train. When sprinting into enemies whilst wearing power armor, this perk will inflict massive damage, knock down your enemies, and even emit splash damage when landing near them. Bloody Mess. This messy late game perk gives bonus damage to attacks, and at level 4 has a chance to explode a target and damage nearby enemies with the flying remains of your former enemy. Defensive perks. Even the best wanderers need a little help sometimes. Check out these perks to help you stay alive a bit longer in the wastes. Medic. This early game perk greatly increases the usefulness of stims and Radaway. Each level of this perk increases the power of the aids by 20%. Lead Belly. Negate the radiation effects when eating or drinking in the wasteland. The benefits of this perk add up quickly as you spend more and more time wandering the wastes. Armorer. A tried and true perk to help you modify, upgrade, and break down armor at the armor workbench. Any defensive material worn, including power armor, will benefit greatly from this perk. Ricochet, the ultimate lucky perk. Enemy attacks have a chance to ricochet back and kill them, and this perk has a higher chance of triggering when you're closer to death. That wraps up our favorite perks from Fallout 4. Which perks are most important to you? Do you have a perfect perk progression that dominates the wasteland? Let us know in the comments below. This is Dash for Curse saying thanks for watching and enjoy the game.